Good afternoon, everybody. It's Sunday, the 31st of May, and about halfway through the growing season. We got a late start on our growing because we've been working on the raised beds and getting a chance to grow. So this year's kind of just putting it together and trying to get everything in place and kind of establish like some of the things that were planted probably a little bit too late, but we'll get something. So it's kind of fun, just kind of working out what we're doing and where we're going at it. So I was finishing closing in basically the raised bed garden today with the little gates. I milked one project all day long because yesterday was mow day. Whew, it's a lot and it's hot, but it's all good. So anyways, I guess I'll give you all a quick tour of what's going on. So here we go. All right, so there's the gate you guys seen before. That's the one out of that mansion in New Orleans, right? So what we did was we went and got, there's 4 panels. We got 3 of them. They're expensive, trust me. But there's 4 panels we put on this fence line. I know it's not the greatest fence line, but I don't care. I'm in the mud and it's standing up. So hey, there you go. But those will get pulled down and painted blue, but they're actually pretty cool. So they kind of match this door. And then there was actually 2 doors that came with this thing. So the other one we went ahead and got it, right? And took the door off of it and used it as the other side. And y'all see the cattle panels now. So the cattle panel we put over this thing, and that's for this climbing rose, which is right there. If it'll ever grow, it's going to make its way up to the trellis and hopefully fill it up one day. There's a knockout rose, and still can't remember what kind of plant that is, but it's a flower. It's pretty. And right there is back up, is another big rose bush, and it's doing really, really well. So hopefully, I don't know if we're gonna get, yep, we got flowers coming. See the little, there's a bud right there. Pretty cool. All right, and that's a kiwi plant. I couldn't remember what it was last time, but that's basically, it's a kiwi plant. So that should be pretty neat. And then, like, y'all didn't see the last one right here is the old clothesline. So we're turning that into actually a grapevine. I got to add some stuff to the top. Then we're either going to do string or cattle panel across the top of it. But we do have a couple of great plants, but they're not doing very well. It may be just what we got or how we did it right to start with, but there's already more on the way. So going down this way, we've got this is squash, and we are actually already starting to get some little buds on some stuff and some plant and some fruit starting to grow right there. Pretty cool, huh? Yep. So that's a good sign. Got some sunflowers, and then these are some peonies, I guess is what they call that. That Alexandra got Brenna for Mama's Day, I guess. And I believe these are onions. I can't remember. I think they're onions. I don't know why she put them in there. I think just for the heck of it. So going back up here, we got tomatoes. Y'all seen those. Corn's getting a little bit taller. And then we're starting to get into cantaloupes and watermelons. Now I don't know which one is which, but they're doing pretty good and taking off because we used all compost, and it might have been a little rich for some of these things, but more cantaloupes, watermelons, anything that grows like that on the ground, all the way. All right, well, this is either a blackberry bush. I think it's a thornless blackberry bush, blueberry bush, and she's got more berry bushes coming. These are some onions that we got. We got like a ton of onions. Oh, check it out. The visitor. Y'all see him? The neighborhood garter snake. So I guess he don't like the tour. Anywho, onions, pretty cool. They're growing. They're doing pretty well. This is actually the asparagus bed. It's like a 4 by 10 foot bed. Actually 5 by 10 foot bed. It's pretty big. So we've had them in there for about a week and a half, and they're worried about any of them coming up. And then check it out. Booyah. First one to show its little head. But there's a bunch in there. It's gonna be pretty cool. Come on down here to this is Chris's area. She put this little trellis up. Okay, so these are cucumbers from my awesome neighbors who can grow stuff all day long, and great stuff. They grow a lot of stuff. When they get a little extra things, they just bring them over. I'm not supposed to say thank you because it's supposed to be bad luck. So like I say, it's very cool, but that was awesome. Oh, you're still there. I ain't meaning to run you out, cuz. All right. So anyways, yeah, the garter snakes are good. It's those other ones that bite you and leave a mark that have to go, but it's all right. Anyway, these are the shoestring beans, and they're coming from my neighbors too. Very cool. They're supposed to be able to get all the way up this cattle panel here, which will be great, and then hopefully they'll produce, and because I like me some beans, those are real good. All right, and then this is my peach tree that came with it. There was no green on it, and now we got it. It's starting to pop out all over the place. It must be liking what's going on here. Everything. So that's pretty neat. Very cool. So we're working on it. Still got a lot more space. Still got some more cleaning up to do over here, but projects. Yeah, cherries. 2 cherries and an apple tree. That's the apple tree right there. But anyways, there's the onions. These are like the chive type onions. You just pick them off the top, cook them, whatever. Those have been going for a couple of years now. Tomatoes, and you got some really cool stuff going on with the tomato thing. It's actually producing some fruit, which is good. Over here, sunflowers, more onions, and this is eggplant and some okra maybe coming up. I don't know. I think so. Tomatoes or cucumbers and peppers. Got one on that bad boy. Really cool. I think that's like some watermelons or melons of some sorts right there. Something's been eating the tops off of it. I think it's the ducks, but they've been excommunicated. Not executed, but excommunicated. All right. Can't remember what. I think these are beans. Yeah, all beans, and then in the back is okra. On that, hopefully it'll grow up pretty good. You got ground cherries or tomatillas and things of that nature. Right? Seem to be doing pretty good. They were sucking wind there for a little bit, but I can't remember what that is. Anyways, more beans, beets, and all that good stuff. And the lemon tree is in the ground. It actually has fruit on it right there. So one thing about that, we're in an area where it might be too cold for it, or just on that line, depends on the year. But we got a plan, because I added this little gate. See that? Cool chicken. This is the front of the she shed. It's going to have a porch and about an 8-foot deck, and it's going to be screened in, which means the roof line will come right near where this thing is going to be. So I might be able to do something in the winter time to keep it from freezing, i.e. cover it of some sorts. All right, turnips, baby sunflowers or midget sunflowers or whatever they call them, doing things. Beets. We got kale. We got willow chilling. And more kale, a different kind of kale, I guess. These are really good. I forgot what Brenda called that, but it's like a kale, but it's a little different, and it's actually pretty good. I believe these are beets right there. That's a willow over there. You got carrots in there, more sunflowers, radishes, and like 3 different kinds, I believe. And then here's my favorite one. This is the mint one. You got sweet mint, you got rosemary. This is an herb one. Sweet mint, rosemary, tarragon, oregano, thyme, whatever they call that stuff, basil. Chocolate mint is kicking up. It was looking rough when we planted it, but it's kicking up, doing a lot better. And I believe that's sage, garden sage. Yep. So if y'all can see through there, there's the meat chickens. They get fat as they want, and then we got more on the way. That's basically breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next year, so to speak. Most of those guys will get processed and frozen. Potatoes all in there. Yes, I know, Libby. And you got more peppers. Pretty cool. And these bad boys are actually producing right there. Sweet peppers. I think that's poblanos and great macaroni sweet pepper. So pretty good. That's kind of it for now. It's getting better. It's all secured, fences up, so on and so forth. All right, so that was a sort of quick tour of what we got going on. Hopefully everybody likes it. I encourage anybody to do this. It's awesome. And other than that, I hope y'all have a good Sunday.